Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 10 hours a day. It's a beautiful thing, and that just started today, folks. Market-wise, what do we have out here? We have the Dow Industrials down 37, NASDAQ off 3.5, S&Ps are off 2.5. We have the gold contract up $4.80, silver's up 12 cents, copper up $0.015, bonds, the ever-ready bunny in the bond market, 10 years at 125.09, 30 years at 138.14, and King Dollar, she's up 26, trading at 80.61. Euro is flat at 135. The yen is trading at 101.37. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of TFNN, folks, in the world of the Tom O'Brien Show, what we started out here today, we're really excited about it. We have a new host, John Logan, who you've heard many times on my show. He is kicking us off at 8 a.m. in the morning. It's the Global Market Pulse. You can check out John 8 o'clock in the morning. I changed the Tom O'Brien Show. We're going from, I had been going from 4 to 6. This is pretty amazing, actually. Blows my mind how fast time goes. For approximately 17 years. I started the program 18 years ago, and, you know, on WBMW in Boston, which we're still on, which is a beautiful thing. We love that area. We love that program. But I had started it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Bottom line, I'm going to go from 3 to 5 each and every day, and it's dynamite when getting the last hour of the market when the market is opened. 877-927-6648. So let's bisect and dissect this market, folks. Okay. So first off, what we do is this. We go over to the S&Ps. What do you have with the S&P cash? This is what you have. Cash market right now, we're at 1975.37. What you are doing, it's down 2.5, but the bottom line, what you are doing, you're pushing into the highs with dramatically lighter volume. It's going to be really wild watching this come into the close. The reason being is that right now, the NYSE is down all of about 340 million shares. That sets up, you know, and there has to be, well, there doesn't have to be, but I suspect there's going to be some kind of pile-in at the end of the day, because at 330 million at this point, that'd be like get you a run rate of about 400 million. If we had 400 million run rate today, just, you know, bottom line, that would be so anemic as you're pushing into the highs. It would be really dramatic, but we'll see where this shakes out. Get the Dow right now down 41. If we do look at the NASDAQ composite, this is what you have at the composite. The composite right now is off $4. She is pushing into not her high swings, but the swings from last week from the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And that is also pushing in there with dramatically lighter volume. Bond market, there's no doubt. This bond market just has a lot of juice underneath it. You take a look at this bond market, what you're going to see is this. The 10-year right now, we are at 125.09. We've done 648 million thousand contracts out here today. Sideways move. What we had on Friday and Thursday, particularly on Thursday, you pushed into the 125.21 area with accelerated volume. We did 1.5 million contracts. That was going into the swing point of 1.4. What does that set up? That sets up that the 126 May 29th high wants to get tested. I suspect we're going to take it out, but the bottom line, it's going to get tested. The yield, once again, it's about, we're going back almost a year. The yield right now is at 2.469. 30-year, you talk about strong like bull, 30-year goes like this. 30-year right now is at 138.15. The high of the 29th of May was 138.10. She has the juice. She is into the swing point, over the swing point. When she actually hit the swing point, which was on Thursday also, we got to the 138.21, and what we had done there, up at that level, we did 431,000 contracts versus 405,000. What that sets up on the 30-year is that it sets up a 142. So it's a big number that I expect you're going to see. What is that going to do? That's going to bring rates even lower. Gold. What do we have with gold? Okay, so volatility in the gold market in an extraordinary way. Gold right now is at 13.14, up 470. And what you had with gold last week is this. When we had the downdraft, folks, that was created on the 14th of July, you came down in the physical market with 209,000 contracts. Last Thursday, we went up with 177,000 contracts. That's how you want to see a supply line basically getting taken care of. You come up, you hit the supply line with good volume, you go sideways. I suspect we're going to build some cars right now to do what? To get up and over the downdraft that was created when gold went from 1340 to 1302 in one day. Bottom line, I suspect she's going to run not only to the 1346 area, but she's going to run all the way up to the 1392 area. If you're in the equities, meaning the silver or gold equities, what you had happen here last week was a verification that the metal market itself, the physical metal market, wants to get up into that 1395 area. Why? Check it out. When we had the XAU come down on the 15th, when you came down with 24 million shares in the XAU, and guess what? When we went topside, 23.7 million. That was intense in the aspect of how the gold and silver equities can push right back, and they push back with just about the same amount of volume as the way down. The gold bugs index, we had come down with 17.2 million, and guess what? We go right back up at 17.1 million. That's what you're looking for inside that market. In fact, it looks to me like the XAU and the HUI are very large ABC structures on the way up. Dollar index. What do we have with the dollar? And this is where it gets. This is where the divergence takes place. Gold was up there, come right back. Guess what? Dollar, we're at 80.61. That little baby also went higher with volume. What you did out here is this. On Friday, it was pushing 80.75. Had some good volume as this pushing there. Had great volume on the 15th when gold come down. We had 26,000 contracts there. This dollar index wants to make us run up to this 81.50 area. Let's take a look at one of the tigers in the den wants to look at SCTY. We're going to be having a lot of numbers after the close out here each and every day. Bottom line coming out, earnings are out here. Solar City, SCTY. Okay, the low in Solar City is 28, the high is 88. And if we take a look at this baby, so if we take a look at the daily first, is what you have. We go topside, wide price spread, accelerated volume on the 17th of June. That's where we went from 54.25 to 65. You did volume of 24 million. You get higher, you get up to the 76 area. You pull back. Now this is where you pull back down to 62. You do 3.2 million versus the 24 million. That's a nice contraction of volume as you're going down. Today, you get some movement in the way up, and you get the volume behind the move again. We did 2.6 million. Your swing point is 3.75. That swing point is at 68.74. What I expect you're going to probably see here, it's going to go up at least trying to test the lows of the last swing high up here, which was 72.01, and right now you're at 68.47. We put this on a weekly basis. We take a look at it on a weekly basis. What you have on the weekly is this. Oh, this is pretty cool. So check this out, folks. This is going to be interesting to see if the other solos are like this. On the weekly basis, what you have is that at 88.35, you have volume. That thing wants to get tested. Now, the low of that week is 75. The high is 88. Let's put it on a monthly and see if we have the same situation on the monthly. We'll put it on a 5-year monthly. Oh, this is cool, though. Check it out. Okay, so at a 5-year monthly, this is what you have. You don't have volume at the high. You have volume that came off the high. You know, we went from $88. Next month, you're down to 56. Wicked contraction, right? But as I said, in the gold market, when you come down hard, the only way you can take out the supply line is you go right back into that, and guess what? This Solar City did it. Solar City went up last month with 145 million versus down 117 million. Fast price destruction, no volume. Yeah, those highs a game. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Don't forget, folks, our new schedule, 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, live right here at TFNN. We'll be right back, folks.